The cross-country team has spent the last 18 weeks preparing for their conference meet. But before we get into that, it's probably best for you to know what cross-country is actually like. I'm sure you know the basics, like how far they run. But do you know what's really like to run these distances? Or what's like being on a team that pushes each other to their absolute limits? What is your name?
Yeah, I'm Coach Mills.
How close-knit do you think the team is as a whole? Or what would you refer it to as?
Well, my goal in coaching is to foster a brotherhood of strength, courage, mastery, and honor. Those are my 4 values. And so the goal is that I coach the boys into being like brothers, which if anybody has brothers, you know, sometimes you fight with your brothers. Sometimes you don't always get along. Sometimes you're not the best friends. But at the end of the day, you're part of the same family.
What is your name?
My name is Will.
Why do you think cross-country is an important part of Nevada athletics?
I think it's an important part because for the last 3 years we brought home the Heart of Iowa Conference champions. And yeah, and it's an important part of Nevada because every team's got a cross-country team. And, you know, we try to be our best and represent Nevada very well.
Hello, what is your name?
I'm Jacob Condon.
What is something that you have done as a team that Mr. Mills might not know about?
You know, exploring the sewers during an easy run, bonfires at the Thomas's house, shenanigans like that, I guess.
What is your name?
I'm Lucas Mills.
What does a typical cross-country meet look like in general, or what does the energy feel like around it?
So a cross-country meet, usually there's a lot of nervous energy, a lot of people bounce around, but we get there probably half an hour to an hour and a half from the first high school race. Gives us time to walk the course and get to see a lot of other people from other teams that we know, get to meet a lot of people, and then races start going, and depending on where you're at in the order, like you might not run first, so you get to like watch all the other people run, you get to hear their stories on how the race went for them, and then you can apply that to your own race, and it's a lot of fun. There's lots of good energy.
How close-knit do you think the whole team is?
I would say the team definitely has its bubbles of people. Some people are really, really close. Some they're a little more just friends. But I would say all of us, we know each other as like brothers. And while some of us are definitely closer, we're all one team.
And why is cross-country important to you in particular?
I see it as an avenue for everyone to be able to grow. I think it's unique that as a sport, everyone does the same thing. Everyone is competing in a 5,000-meter race on grass, over hills, and in the woods. And so it's interesting that everyone has the same task. Everybody has different gifts and abilities that they bring into it, but everybody can grow. And so I think it's really important to show everybody that you can grow.
Cross country is important to me because I like to stay in shape and I like to compete individually as well as a team, and it's just fun to be able to work out and have people around you that support you and cheer you on and push you to go faster and work harder and be stronger.
You know, I've been running cross country since 7th grade, and I mean, apart from school, I think it's the second most important thing in my life. It gives me something to look forward to achieve for.
Cross country is important to me because for one, I just feel great after every workout, and then two, the people on the team, like they motivate me, and they're like probably my best friends at this point. Like I've just really grown to love everyone on the team.
For me, I think it's about just improving my mental strength because it's really just a mental sport. I mean, yes, you're improving your your physical strength, but like it's really about how much you're willing to push yourself.
Cross country is important to me because it's the place where I like first found a lot of my high school friends, all my good friends who I want to have for the rest of my life. And then physical activity, it's good for your brain. Like I never loved going on a run, but I always love the way I feel after a run, and it's just it's good to live that way.
This team has shown themselves to be very dedicated to their craft, which has allowed them to grow unprecedented speeds. They're not only very devoted to their sport, they're also dedicated to each other, participating in team activities, sometimes ones that are even sanctioned by the coach. This team has a bright future ahead of them, as shown by their 4th consecutive conference win, as well as sending their 3rd runner to state in as many years.